Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received, and the translation of that message, it reads like this. Hi guys, please do not judge me. I know that I was very stupid, and most of you're going to say, well, you did something that was stupid, so why do you want to return back and to do more stupid stuff? I guess it is because I want money and I love money. Most of the people, when they see people on social media, when they are slaying and you are busy showing the things that you have, most of you'll start to feel bad about your own lives, as if your life does not even matter. Let me tell you something. Some of you are way better than us, because at least you can sleep peacefully at night knowing that you did not sell your soul to the devil like what some of us had to do. Like for me, in order for me to drive the car that I have and to push the hustle that I am pushing right now, because I do drop shipping, so the money I had to bring with it from Dubai, after several men had done a lot of things to me that makes me to feel so gross. So I was not supposed to go to Dubai. It was my friend, but something happened and she was unable to go for that Dubai trip, and I was the last minute substitute for him. I am a 26-year-old lady staying in Soweto in Midlands. Last year I went to Dubai in December and we spent 2 weeks there, and when I came back, that was when I was able to purchase myself a vehicle. So most of the people that saw these achievements, they just thought that maybe it was by the grace of God, but there is no God here. It was me selling my soul to the devil himself. So this is how I ended up being in Dubai, even though I was not supposed to go to Dubai. I had this other friend of mine. We went to the same high school, like we were best friends. So we went to this other club. Whilst we were there, we then met this other girl the same age as we are. When we met up with this girl, that was when my friend later on started to gossip about that girl. That is what gave me interest into taking the contacts of that girl. After my friend had gone to the bathroom, she then told me of a story that had happened some previous years and why she hated that girl. Maybe that is the reason as to why she did not want to go to Dubai. My friend told me that whilst they were at this other club, their blesser did not show up because there was something that had happened with the wife, so they were stuck. They ended up going to this other table where there was this other older gentleman, and she was known by that girl that took me to Dubai. So this man, he usually loves to sleep with women, young women, many of them all at once. It makes him to feel good. My friend told me that it was 6 of them against 1 man at the same table. That was when, after they had drank expensive alcohol, the guy then said, it is time for us to go to my apartment. They went to his house and they had to make love to him all at once, pleasing him. And the guy suggested that they were supposed to please each other as well whilst he was sleeping with other women. So my friend told me that the girl that she was gossiping about, she had some lesbian vibes and she was very good when she licked him, and this created a bond between them, even though she had never kissed a woman in her entire life. She said starting that night, she started to feel so good about being around another woman. Later on, she told me that she realized that this girl, she was a player. She played a lot and she dated a lot of women. So my friend, she found the girl to be disgusting because first of all, she had been introduced to this lesbian stuff by the girl, and then she started cheating on him and she broke up with the girl and she deleted his contacts. So they had not communicated for years. And after they had started communicating at the club, that was when I also asked for the phone numbers of that girl, because there were a couple of things that I wanted to ask him. And since I heard that she has a lot of connections, I said, whenever I am dry, I want this girl to connect me to rich places, to go with me to the expensive parties where she was saying that even celebrities will be hanging out. Maybe you might pick up a footballer or even a famous person, fall pregnant for that guy, and file for child support. Like, that is the hustle of many slay queens, that they dream of having a child with a footballer, a politician, even a famous person, and then the person starts to pay you in child support, and you know that you are okay for the rest of your life. So I wanted that. I then took her phone numbers. Later on, I started talking about her because I wanted to know where the best parties were. She then told me that they were going to Dubai, like I had heard my friend saying that they are going to Dubai that very same Christmas. But my friend, she then got sick, and I was the one that was supposed to go there in her place. We then went to Dubai for 2 years. When we went there, Brother Nashin, I knew that something was wrong from the day that I was introduced to a guy who was a Nigerian guy who spoke with me through Instagram. This guy, he was soft speaking. He had so many pictures whereby he was wearing nice clothes, always around beautiful women, always swimming on those high floor pools. And the way that he spoke with me, it made me to be too suspicious because of the way that he was just vibing. It made me to feel suspicious. But then he said, baby, why are you like this? Don't be boring, because I am the one that is going to take you and your friends to Dubai. Don't you want to make real money? Do you want to stay in poverty forever? So each and everything that he would tell me, I will tell the girl that we're supposed to go with to Dubai, and then she will tell me that it is okay. It is going to be fine. She had done this several times. And I went there thinking that I was smart and thinking that I was safe, since I was amongst other fellow South Africans. I thought that we were just going to be playthings for other men, like what other South African blessers do to us: buy booze and he sleeps with you. End of the story. I went there thinking that I will come back with the 200k plus if you were going to impress. I did not even know that the price of that money. Dubai humbled me. Dubai broke my soul. Dubai made me see how other human beings, especially men that have money, can turn you into nothing but a sexual object. It made me to long for home. You know, I did those potty things whereby a man will treat you as if you are a dog, and after treating you as if you are a dog, then he will do his poop inside this other bowl and he will tell you to eat it. Some of these men, they would not even dare touch you or sleep with you, but they will just make you into this sex object, humiliating you, making you to perform strange rituals. But I agreed. I said yes. I wanted the money. When I came back, I was not the same person. When I was still in Dubai, each and every time when a blesser would make me to do things that I did not want to do, I'll end up going into the shower crying, because we were told that we were never supposed to show the guys that were doing these things to us that we were not enjoying. Otherwise, you won't be given your money. You will come back with nothing. So when I came back, ever since the time I came back last year, I have been depressed. I have been isolating. I don't want to go out. I always have nightmares. I feel dirty. I can't date a man. I can't look at a toilet normally. I am not myself anymore. Now, the issue that I have is that I am not yet established into this business. Because I am broke, I bought a vehicle and then I invested the money, but I need more money to invest in the business so that I can be able to stand on my feet. My mom is sick. I am the breadwinner and I have been hustling, pushing this hustle. So please do not kill me with insults. I want to ask, do you think that it is worth going back? Because I was told that this time around I can make 350k this December if I go back to Dubai. Please do not just insult me and attack me. Give me a solution. I know that most of you're going to preach about self-love, but rent is not paid by self-love because I have a small shop. Groceries do not come by because of self-love, and my kids, they are not going to eat because of self-love. I am mentally suffering, but I also can't survive being broke. The mistake that I did was that the money that I got the last time when I went to Dubai, I thought of buying a vehicle without thinking about the cost. So the car that I bought, it is also an expensive car to always maintain, because I wanted to show people that I now have a very beautiful car. And now I know, because I am now a businesswoman, if it happens that I return back to Dubai, I know how to use money. I hate Dubai for what it showed me about myself, but it seems as if I am also addicted to the fast money. South African women, please be honest with me. If you were me, would you go back, or should I just stay and struggle? Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sisters. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Let us try to speak with him in the comment section. Must she go back to Dubai or not to eat poop for money? Yeah, name. Then there is another message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. The message, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my story as hidden identity? I am a Zimbabwean woman who is currently staying here in South Africa. I stay in a particular location, and I have been kicked out of the house that I helped another guy to build, who is a South African guy. It seems as if he does not love me anymore now that his parents' house that was left behind by his parents for him is fully renovated. He now has 8 bedrooms, and I was the one who gave him the idea, and I was the one that made sure that I built the house for him with the little money that I get working as a maid. So this is how I met this guy. He was staying in another street, and I was staying in the same street. By then, his parents, they were still alive. I then started doing some piece jobs at his parents' house. The mom would always say to him, do you know that this woman, she is a very hard worker? How about you take this woman to become your wife? And he will say, never, I do not want that. Then he proposed love to me after the parents had passed away. And then I said, what really changed? I used to think that you had no feelings for foreign women. What happened then? He then told me that he has been having so many sleepless nights, and I said, why? He said to me, my mom is always visiting me at night, and my mom, she shows me a photo and then she disappears. So when I turn that photo around, then I see that it is you. He told me that after each and every 2 days, he has that same dream. So I said, maybe there is something that is happening in the spiritual world. Let me just agree to date this guy. Me and this guy, we then started to date, and I fell in love with him because I believed that his mom, a woman whom I knew very well, maybe she was the one that had suggested to her son that we were going to become a perfect couple. So I wanted to respect him, and I fell in love totally with this guy. Fast forward, the guy then asked me, and he said, sometimes I am working as a casual worker, and I see that sometimes you have to pay all the bills. What do you suggest that we are supposed to do? Because I was already staying with him because he does not have any siblings. So I said, the house that your mom left for you, it is okay, but it needs to be renovated. You're supposed to put Wi-Fi, and when you put Wi-Fi, it is going to help so that people can want to stay at this house as like accommodation. And once you have done something like that, I'm telling you, you are going to make a lot of money, and then we can have other bedrooms. And we are going to use Zimbabwean builders. We can speak with them. We won't be able to pay them all the money that they want at once. We pay them bit by bit until we have finished paying them. I then spoke with my Indian boss because he has a hardware, and I said to him, my boyfriend, he wants to renovate his parents' house, so will you be able to borrow us cement and other building material? Whilst I am working for you, you can take some money. I then spoke with the man, and he agreed, and he said, my love, you have done something that I never thought any woman can do, something like that for me. Once the house is finished building and once we have tenants, you are going to take money, even if it means that it is the money for the whole year, so that you can just spoil and spend the money on yourself. I agreed, and I said it's fine. As for the baby mama, I said that I do not want to be that evil stepmom. I want the child to have a bond with the father. So I would make sure that the baby mama can bring the child so that the father can be able to have a father and son bond. And this is what I did, and I think that I made a mistake. Maybe it was so much better if I had been cruel from the start, because that woman, she ended up returning back. And my boyfriend, he told me that there is no way that he's going to fight for a woman who has not yet given him a child. It is better that the wife comes back so that it becomes two of us. I agreed, but when I was moved out of the main house and when they put me into one of the back rooms, that was when I knew that it is over. We kept on fighting until he kicked me out. This is what causes other people to seek help from those that bewitch people, because of what this man did to me. So whilst we were building the house, he gave me so much love, so much that I forgot even about who I was. He made many promises that he was going to make me his wife after we would have completed the house. We used a lot of money because I wanted the house to look so modern, so that people in the location can want to stay at the house, especially if they are students, because of the free Wi-Fi. This was like a marketing strategy. The rooms, 8 of them, they now have tenants, and the money that they pay each and every month, it is okay. And then I said to him, now that you want to bring back your baby mama, how about the money that I used? Why don't you give me my money first, the money that I used, then after that you can be able to go ahead with the relationship with your baby mama. Remember that you used to complain and say that she used to cheat on you with other guys because simply you were unemployed and you were unable to do the things that she wanted you to do in time. So what has changed? Why are you treating me so bad like this? But then he said that he's not going to waste his time on a woman that is not given birth. And yet he was the one who told me that we are not supposed to rush. We are supposed to wait until we have finished building the house, then we can try for a baby. But what he does not know is that in our village, right next door, there is a woman that was even chased away once by the village chief, because there are always topologies that were being seen sitting on top of her house, even in broad daylight. It was only after the government had came and they said that there is no such thing as witchcraft. You are not supposed to chase away this woman. And this woman, she is a witch. If I approach her, I am telling you, she can put a curse upon the life of this man. But I am a Christian. I pray. I have prayed for God to revenge me for the things that this man has done on me. But my brother, God is not answering. What am I supposed to do? Should I prove a point to this guy that you cannot just break someone's heart so easy like that and then you can expect to continue with your life? I want advice from your listeners. As a Christian, do you advise me to seek the help of a witch? Because this man, he broke his promises to me, and now he is so madly in love with his baby mama, the woman whom used to hurt him a lot because he was unemployed. But now that he is making money from the rental income, he has forgotten about me, the woman whom he used to claim that I healed his broken heart. I need a piece of advice. When you post my story, Brother Nashi, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Let us try to speak with him in the comment section. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Then there is another message that was sent to me. The message, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? I am a woman. I am a South African woman who stays in Limpopo. I want to confess to you the things that I did when I used to work at this other farm. There are people that know it, especially if you come from Limpopo. It is called Marlo Rose. That was where I was working. So there was a lot of jealousy that used to happen there. What hurt me and what forced me to go and get some charms from a Sangoma. This man who assisted me, he has a shop in town, and this shop, it is close to Indian Center. That is the man that assisted me. He was a Sangoma. So the problem that was happening at that farm was that there were women that were cruel there, those that had been working there for a very long time. So they did not want to see other people that were not their relatives being hired. And if you just come there and then you just look for a job and you are fortunate enough to get a job, then what those women will do is that they will pimp you at the boss so that you can lose your job. And that is what they did to me. But every time that they would try to do something like that, God was always protecting me, until I saw that one day God is not going to be able to protect me. I went to that Sangoma. I was then given some charms. I was told that these charms, I put them inside some food that I would have bought, and then I eat the food with the people, those that hated me. So I started to be friends with this other woman whom I later killed using slow poison that I had gotten. So this slow poison, it was powder, brownish, and I said, what kind of food can I use? One day when I was going to work, because during the weekends I would return back to where I was staying. Then when it was midweek, I was staying close to that farm. There is a location that is close to that farm. That was where I was staying, just to save transport. I then bought magwinya because I wanted something that was brown. And when we were at work, just when we were about to start eating, that was when I sprinkled the charms into the magwinyas that I had bought, and I gave them to the two women that I was friends with. The other woman, she just died because of the slow poison, but she did not die immediately. She started to get so thin. People said that she had AIDS, but it was not AIDS, it was the slow poison that was eating her up alive. This is my confession. Currently, I am working, and I am working here in Lipalale, no longer working in the farms. Whenever I am at work, I have to listen to confessions so that I won't feel bored at work. Your dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Let us try to speak with our dear sister in the comment section. She said that she used to work at a farm called Marlo Rose. That was where she was working, where she ended up bewitching another woman because they used to be so jealous towards her. And she said that this is what a lot of people in the farms do. They do not want other people to work in the farms, those that are not their relatives. Has it ever happened to you? If so, you can come to my inbox and then you share with me your own side of the story.